Alright guys, a very good nice evening to all of you out there. This is your virtual Captain John again from the Philippines. And right now we are being bounded by the tropical cyclone, severe tropical cyclone Odette. As you can see on my weather radar right now, the storm is almost near Mactan, Cebu, though that will be our destination for this flight. So this is Philippine Airlines flight number 431 Airbus 321 flying from Iloilo, Philippines, going to Mactan Cebu International Airport near the eye of the storm. So right now we are currently parked here at terminal. This I think this is Bay 4, reserved for the Philippine Airlines, and yeah, this is our aircraft. So without further ado, let's go inside our cockpit to make necessary arrangements for to expedite our flight. Okay, guys. So wala tayo pang nagagawa sa aircraft natin. So let's bring out our output FMS plans. Let's take out RPVI. Okay, let's read first our data paperwork for this flight. So this is PR431, that is Philippines. So this is Philippines Airbus 321. Cruise cost index will be 15 or 15. Flight steps and final cruising altitude will be 15,000 feet only. Block fuel is 7.4 tons, so that is reserved. That is enough going to Mactan Cebu International Airport. Then going to Manila, our alternative airport in case we cannot land in Mactan Cebu, and another additional 30 minutes worth of air time. So for our flight route, so we will be departing runway 02 of Iloilo International Airport by Bacolod 1 November departure. Then we're gonna head to Bacolod VOR, then direct to Delor 3 Papa. Then we will expect it to land at runway 04 in Mactan, Cebu. So we are not expecting, let me see, ILS. So walang ILS yung Mactan, so RNAV approach tayo. And this is for our payload. So we'll be having 80 passengers on board. Cargo natin is 0.5 tons. Payload natin is 8.8 total tons. And zero fuel weight is 58.8 tons. Okay, so let's bring out now our tallest interactive control system. Sorry guys, medyo minamadali ko lang kasi anytime in real world, nandito na yung bagyo sa amin. So just in case na there will be a power outage here in our location, or the least will be internet connection problem. So again, so our passengers will be 80 lang tayo for this flight. So let us put this there, 80, then 0.5, okay na yan. And ano nga yung pa natin? Fuel natin, expected natin is 7.4. Ayan. 7.4. Okay, there you go. So again, our fuel is enough for our flight to Cebu, to our alternative airport, which is Manila Ninoy Aquino International Airport, and additional 30 minutes worth of airtime. Okay, so that's it. Let's bring out our MCDU or FMC, and let's put our necessary data. Load na lang natin mabilis. RPVI going to RPVM, that is Mactan, Cebu. Okay, align RS. So this is Philippines 431. Cost index natin kanina was 15, yeah. So cost index natin is 15. There you go. And cruising altitude will be 15,000 feet only. For a ZFW, we have 58.3, and center of gravity is 28.2%, and block fuel is 7.4 total of fuel. For our departure, runway 02 tayo magdi-depart via the Bacolod 1 November departure. We'll have our briefing later. And for our arrival, RNAV 04 tayo, Delor 3 Papa, if I'm not mistaken. Delor 3 Papa. Yun, Delor 3 Papa. Okay, Novia tayo. Ayun. So our perf, I think 2.5 kilometers yung runway ng Iloilo. So let's see, 1, okay, okay naman. Okay, let's just use flaps 2. So 127 yung V1 and VR natin. And atin V2 is 131, and flaps 2, and our THS is down 0.2%, and our flex temperature is 58. Okay, there you go. Okay, so init data natin, request na natin wind data. There you go. Okay, set na natin 15,000 yung climb natin dito. Okay, so next thing we will do is gonna check our weather conditions in RPVI, I mean. So right now we are expecting some light rain but good visibility more than 10 kilometers. QNH is negative 97 or negative no 997 hectopascals. Okay, there you go. Ground temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Okay, let's bring out now our charts for our departure. So RPVI. So again, guys, we are expediting this flight in this stream for many ways. Number one is gonna expedite our our flight, so in order to for us to arrive early in Mactan, Cebu, since we are expecting already that in Mactan, Cebu the storm will be the eye of the storm will be approaching Mactan, Cebu anytime tonight, and at the same time here in our place for a possible power outage, or at the least will be poor internet connection. Okay, for a departure, Bacolod 1 November. Saan ba yun? Bacolod 1. Dito siguro. Ayan. Bacolod 1. Nasa yan? Bacolod 1. Dito yan. Bacolod 1. Okay. Okay, let's now have our departure briefing, guys. Okay, departure briefing natin. This is Jeppesen Chart 10-9, published 6 of April 2018, Iloilo, Philippines. Airport elevation is 153 feet. We are currently parked here at Bay 4. And we are planning to depart via runway 02. So we're gonna push our aircraft facing south and gonna vacate the apron via Echo 2 and backtrack runway 02. Runway 02 has a length of 2.5 kilometers. And for our SID, we will be using the Bacolod 1 November departure. Wala bang right up? So Bacolod 1 November departure, climbs track 021 degrees. Then at Munlo, turn right direct to Bacolod VOR at or above 5,000 feet. So at Munlo, then gonna track towards Bacolod VOR. So yung altitude natin must be at or above 5,000 feet. Okay, that concludes our departure briefing. So let's now call our pushback tractor.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, so strobe lights on, beacon lights on, navigation lights on, seatbelt signs, no smoking, and emergency lights. Master switch on, pack flow to norm. Okay, and APU start. Alright guys, just a short recap for flight. This is a quick flight from Iloilo, RPVI, as you can see on the label dyan sa taas, going to Mactan, Cebu International Airport. We will be now flying towards the typhoon, the super typhoon. So as you can see on the radar window on my right lower part of the screen, that is already the real-time weather view or weather data for the super typhoon Odette. So
Okay,
he is
all doors
now
and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
she's now at I think Central Visayas already. So that is our destination airport. So habang maganda pa. However, we are not using real world time for us to get a better view of our clouds or weather later on our flight. So I hope we don't encounter any problem on our departure. Okay, gonna check now the map here in our active sky. Tingnan natin yan if there will be problems on our departure, especially if there will be wind shears. So far, walang negative reports on our route. Medyo cloudy na lang and baka expected natin na hindi makakapag turn off tayo ng seatbelt sign.
Release parking brake.
Okay, we are now ready for departure. AP bleed on, external power, remove na natin. Okay, there you go. And let's now have our before start checklist. Cockpit preps completed, gear pins and covers removed, signs on auto, adders on nav, fuel quantity 7.4 tons check. Take off data, gawin na natin 15,000 yung climb natin. Okay, so constraint is now on. Then barrel reference is 9997 hectopascals. Down to the line, with the line, windows and doors are closed. Beacon is now on. Thrust levers on idle. And parking brakes as required. Okay, that it concludes our before start checklist. Okay, checking on VATSIM. Ay, hindi pala. Sandali lang. Hold on. Let's now connect on our network sa VATSIM, guys. Okay, according to our flight plan, we were expecting 25 minutes of airtime going to Mactan, Cebu for a cruising altitude of 15,000 feet and cruising speed of 363 knots. So hopefully, hindi tayo madedelay. However, our fuel on board is good for 2 hours and 32 minutes. So meaning that is from Iloilo to Mactan. If ever we cannot land on Mactan, our diversion airport or alternative airport is Manila Ninoy Aquino International Airport. And we also added the 30 minutes plus 30 minutes worth of airtime pa sa ating total fuel for this flight. Okay, checking right now. So, Philippine 2 sana ito yung pinakamalapit sa akin dito. Okay, so we'll now commence our pushback, guys. So, Iloilo Traffic Advisory. Okay, sandali lang. I think hindi pa pala ito nakaset. Okay, sandali. Okay, check natin microphone natin pala hindi naka-Corsair. So ayan, naka-Corsair na ba? Yan, sound check, mic test. Alright, and I think it's all set. Nasaan si Corsair? Ayun. Okay, Iloilo Traffic Advisories, Philippine 431, Airbus 321 will now commence pushback and start for runway 02. Okay, and I think wala nang objection tayo ngayon. Okay, engine mode selector to ignite, no umber crosses, speed pressure is up, parking brakes release.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
And off blocks time set, starting engine number 1. Alright guys, for those who will be watching this stream or reviewing this stream later, this is Philippine Airlines 431, Airbus 321 by Tolis, and we are now currently departing Iloilo International Airport in Western Visayas, Philippines, and we will be heading towards Mactan Cebu International Airport in Central Visayas, and we will be literally flying almost into the eye of the storm. So as you can see on my weather radar right now, that is the severe tropical cyclone Odette's international name Rai, and it's already pounding eastern part of the Philippines, and right now real time it's heading towards Mactan Cebu International Airport, which is our destination airport for this evening's flight. Okay, engine number 1 is now stable, starting engine number 2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake set, pressure's up.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, engine number 2 is now stable after start checklist. Anti-ice required, ecam status check. Set na natin, pitch trim natin, we're expecting down 0.2%. There you go, rather trim the set to 0. and signals are expected to be received on my left. Down 0.2%.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, flaps 2, front spoilers arm. Okay, let's now check our flight controls. Rudders, full left, full right, and neutral. Elevators, full up, full down, neutral. Ailerons, full left, full right, and neutral. Alright. Lila Traffic Advisory Philippine 431 will now commence taxi via Echo 2 and backtrack runway 02 in aircraft on base, and final please advise. Yeah, I'm back with a scarf. It's already raining here. It's very cold because of the typhoon. It's really cold here right now. Actually, it's raining hard outside our home. Okay, so we are now ready for our taxi takeoff configuration natin. Now set. And cabin crew advised. Landing lights. Nose lights to taxi runway. Turn off lights on. And let's turn off our APU bleed and our APU master switch. Okay. Okay, no objection. Okay, parking brakes release and pressure 0. Terrain ND will be on. Okay, checking our brakes. Okay, brakes are working. Alright, clear on the left side, clear on the right side. Wipers on. Lila traffic, Cebu 431, backtracking runway 02. Okay, no tax strobe lights to auto. Clear on the departing side, clear on the arriving side. So expedite natin yung departure natin. Since for this flight, we will be heading towards the storm. On our earlier stream flight earlier today, that was flying away from the storm. For this flight, we will be flying towards the storm, towards the eye of the storm. Alright, before takeoff checklist, flight controls check, flight instruments check, briefing confirm, flap setting configure 2, V1, VR, V2, flex temperature 1 to 7, blue 131, magenta, flex temperature is 50, yeah, 58, ATC set to 200 as default. There you go. ECA memo takeoff, no blue, down to the line. Okay, turning off on our landing lights. So again, this is guys Philippines 431 Airbus 321 Neo, and we will be flying out of Iloilo International Airport going to Mactan Cebu International Airport, and we will be literally flying into the storm. The eye of the storm is almost near, I think ilang nautical miles na lang away from Mactan, Cebu. Alright, so clear on the left side and clear on the right side. Okay, parking brake set, pressure's up, and we're ready to go. Alright, below the line, takeoff runway 02 confirm, cabin crew advised, TCAS on TARA, double checking, yes, it's on TARA. Engine mode selector to ignite muna, and the packs will be off for this departure. Alright, and we're ready to go. Iloilo traffic advisory, Philippine 431, rolling runway 02. Okay, no slides to take off, parking brakes release, and we're ready to go. Increase power 50%. Oops, engine stable. Manflex 58 SRS auto thrust blue checked. Thrust set 100 knots. V1 and rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Autopilot 1 engage. Thrust climb checked. Pack 1 on. Okay, flaps 1, speed check. Flaps 1. Pack 2 on. Lap 0, speed check. Lap 0. Passing green dot, front spoilers disarm, no slides off. Iloilo traffic advisory, Philippine 431 now airborne passing 5,400 feet on Bacolod 1 November departure IFR Mactan, Cebu. Alright guys, we're almost at 8,000 feet. We are just waiting to reach 10,000 feet before we turn off our landing lights. And we are now experiencing turbulence on our departure, moderate turbulence due to light rain. So literally it's pounding, heavy rain is pounding outside our home right now. And the storm is rolling towards our area. Okay, 10,000 feet, landing lights off. Let's maintain our seatbelt signs on first. Okay, 11,000 feet, standard set, passing flight level 119. Now, no difference down to the line after takeoff climb. Checklist natin, landing gear up, flaps retracted, and tracks are on. After takeoff climb, checklist is now complete. Okay, so I think hindi ko ma-release yung seatbelt signs natin because of this weather. Ayan guys. So I will be checking right now the weather in our destination. Oh wow. Okay. So we're now expecting 24 knots coming from 340 degrees, meaning if we will land at runway 04, we will be expecting 20 knots of crosswind. Okay, the direction is from the north-northwest at 340 degrees with a speed of 24 knots. Visibility is just 8 kilometers. There are scattered clouds on altitude of 2,000 feet and overcast clouds at altitude of 8,000 feet. The ceiling broken or more is 8,000 feet. Current weather is light rain pa lang. Pero malakas ang hangin. Strong winds at 24 knots. Alright, so you're at 15,000 feet guys. And I think we will be having this kind of visibility. Hindi naman tayo pwede umakyat pa. We cannot go further than 15,000 feet since this is just a very short flight going to Mactan, Cebu. Okay, checking our... Yan, so very short lang yung flight natin and just right after commencing waypoint Delor, we will be having our initial descent. So prepare na natin ang charts natin for Cebu. Okay guys, let's have our arrival briefing. This is Jefferson Chart 10-2 Foxtrot, published 19th of April 2019. Effectivity is 25th of April. We will be using the Delor Tripapa arrival. So from Delor at or above 11,000 feet to Gardo, at or above 7,200 feet to Tonyo, at or above 4,000 feet. So this is Delor. So 11,000, Gardo 7,200 feet, and Tonyo 4,000 feet with a maximum of 250 knots. And for our arrival, this is Jefferson Chart 12-1, published 6th of October 2017. Effectivity is 12th of October, RNAV runway 04. Final approach course is 46 degrees, mandatory altitude is 2,400 feet. Our MDA will be 410 feet, airport elevation is 32 feet, and runway elevation is 21 feet. Minimum sector altitude around the aerodrome is on the northwest at 4,900 feet. In case of a misapproach, climb course 46 degrees, and at 2,000 turn right direct to Jodem to Drigo and hold at 4,000 or as instructed by the ATC, and do not exceed 250 knots until Drigo and do not turn before MAP. And for our aerodrome chart, this is 10-9, published 13th of December 2019, Mactan Cebu International Airport. We will be landing at runway 04 with a length of 3.3 kilometers. And if able, we're gonna vacate via Echo, then turn to Delta towards the passenger terminal bay of our choice. Alright, so let's go back to our cockpit, guys. So we will be expecting this kind of weather. I don't know kung kailangan, if we could, okay, release muna natin yung seatbelt signs natin. So alright guys, for those who just tuned in or will be reviewing this flight at this point of time, this is Philippine Airlines 431, and we just departed Iloilo International Airport around 8 minutes ago, and we are just a few minutes away from our top of descent going to Mactan Cebu International Airport. And as you can see on our weather radar window on my right lower part of the screen, that is the Super Typhoon Odette currently pounding the area of Central Visayas and Eastern Visayas. So we're expecting some severe weather once we arrive in Mactan, Cebu. As far as I could remember on our initial data on our METAR in Cebu, we will be expecting some 24 knots of wind with a crosswind component of 20 knots in runway 04. So good luck sa atin. However, our black fuel was 7.9 tons in total. That is good for from Iloilo to Mactan, Cebu, then Mactan, go all the way to Ninoy Aquino International Airport in Manila, just in case we cannot land in Mactan, and an additional 30 minutes worth of airtime for a total of our fuel on board. So hopefully makakaland tayo. Okay, let me see. Sana ba tayo? Okay. Okay, we are at 27 nautical miles na lang. So let's now descend. There you go. So Mactan traffic advisory Philippine 431 leaving flight level 150 and initial descent via the Delor 3 Papa arrival IFR Mactan Cebu runway 04. So wish me luck guys on our landing in Mactan Cebu. Okay, double checking again the weather in Mactan. Visibility is just 8 kilometers where we will be expecting some light rain on our arrival, and the QNH is 0990 hectopascals. Okay, there you go. Meron na tayong turbulence, so seatbelt signs ulit. Okay, let's now have our approach checklist. Briefing confirmed, ECAM status check. Seatbelts are now on down to the line. And set, minimum set na natin is 410 down to the line. Bar reference will be set to 0990 hectopascals once we reach the transition altitude. Okay, 0990 sets, passing flight level 119. Now, no difference down to the line. Okay, terrain ND will be on my side. Almost 10,000 feet, so landing lights on na tayo. Okay, there's one aircraft. I think he's also gonna land on runway 04, but upon checking on VATSPY, his flight plan is going from Bohol to Sangli Point in Manila. Prepare lang tayo, baka magka-conflict tayo on arrival. Is he going back to Panglao? I think so. Okay guys, this is our chart for our arrival. So we are now approaching waypoint Tonyo. So we will be expecting a maximum speed of 250 knots and an altitude of more than or at or above 4,000 feet. And now we'll shift our chart for our arrival, our nav approach in Mactan, Cebu. Ayan. So at Tonyo, we will be heading to Boyer and to Victor Mike 04 Alpha, maintaining 2,400 feet. Alright, so we are nearing now our base leg for runway 04. And the eye of the storm is almost is just near to our destination airport. Right, for just a review for this flight, this is Philippines 431 Airbus 321. Right now we're on continuing descent to Mactan Cebu International Airport, and we departed Iloilo International Airport around 15 minutes ago, if I'm not mistaken by 15. Yeah, around 16 minutes ago, for an altitude of 15,000 feet. We have 80 passengers on board and 500 kilograms of cargo, and we are now literally flying into the storm. So as you can see on our weather or radar window there, that is the severe tropical storm Odette, super typhoon Odette, currently pounding eastern part to the central parts of the Visayas region in the Philippines, and we are now at the central Visayas region. Okay, saan na ba yun? Ayun, bumalik siya ng Panglao, ang Philippine 1489. Okay, that's good. Mactan traffic advisory Philippine 431 on base leg for runway 04 Arnab approach. Iset na natin auto brakes natin on medium. So good luck sa arrival natin, guys. Cross our fingers na makakalan tayo ng maayos sa runway 04. We will be expecting some 20 knots of crosswind in runway 04. Okay, meron na tayong severe turbulence. Okay, approach phase is now activated. Autopilot to engage. Flaps 1, speed check flaps 1. Flaps 2, speed check flaps 2. Okay, so there's one aircraft at Mactan. Aircraft siya. Mactan traffic Philippine 431 on final runway 04. (2,500 feet), landing lights, landing light. Gear down. Flaps 3, speed check flaps 3. And flaps 4, speed check flaps 4. Landing checklist, cabin crew advice, auto thrust on speed, auto brakes on medium, ECA memo landing no blue, landing checklist is complete. Okay, in case of a misapproach, guys, 46 degrees tayo, climbing 2000. Autopilot is engaged. My controls. Two whites to red. Spoilers decel. Reverse green. 70 knots. Manual braking. Alright, flaps retracted. Spoilers disarmed. Alright, clear on the right side, clear on the left side. Mactan Traffic Advisory Philippine 431 vacated the active via Echo and will continue taxi Delta to standard choice passenger terminal. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Okay, after landing checklist, flaps retracted, spoilers disarmed, radar off, predictive ventures are offline to the line. Build the line, APU master switch on, and APU start. Clear on the right side, and clear on the left side. Okay, clear on the left and clear on the right. Okay, parking brake set. Pressure's up, APU bleed on, wipers off. Shutting down engine number 2. Okay, and one less than 10%, shutting down engine number 1. Alright guys, and welcome to Mactan Cebu International Airport guys. So currently they are being pounded by the typhoon. Okay, I don't know if being simulated here by weather data. But we did have a strong crosswind when we landed here. So let's now disconnect on VATSIM and we will be checking our arrival here in Mactan, Cebu. Alright, stand by guys. Alright guys, this is our right wing external view on our arrival here in Mactan, Cebu. So ayan, so as you can see, meron tayong crosswind component kaya pauga-uga yung eroplano natin. Okay, check natin nga. Okay. Negative 275 FPMs, not bad. Bad weather naman kasi, so wet ang runway natin. Okay, let's take a look on our left wing view. Okay, this time itong view na naman tayo. Alright, so and the last view will be our tower view guys. Okay, hold on, there you go. This is our tower view and let's check on it. Okay, medyo hard yung landing na yon, but we need to do it kasi wet yung runway. Alright. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this stream. Sir, you did man. Good evening from the Philippines, good evening there in Malaysia. So right now guys, we are being pounded here, actual place in outside our home. Malakas na yung ulan, so pounded na tayo because the eye of the storm, after it passes in Mactan, Cebu area, it will go into Negros Island. He will be passing near our home, so that's why we decided to have a quick stream towards the storm. So this again, Philippine Airlines 431 was live on VATSIM as Philippine 431 Airbus 321, and we just arrived here at Mactan Cebu International Airport, and as of the moment the eye of the storm is nearing this place. Tropical cyclone, severe weather disturbance, or super typhoon Odette's international name is Rai. Again, this is your virtual captain here with the Philippines, Captain John, and thank you for watching this stream, guys. If you like this stream, don't forget to hit that follow or like button below in order for you and for your friends to get notified on our next stream. You can catch me on MD in the Sky here at Twitch, as you can see here, and Sky Medic, and on Facebook and YouTube. Alright, till next time, and I'll try to stream ATC controller if my internet and power is still good here in our place. Alright, so wherever you're in the world, stay safe, and hope to see you again on our next stream, maybe later after 15 to 30 minutes. This is again your virtual captain here in the Philippines, Captain John, bidding you a nice evening and a safe night to all of you. Bye, guys.